Hello everyone, and welcome to my first blind playthrough of Dragon Age 2. I've never played this game before, but I have completed the original Dragon Age Origins. I just finished that game. That full playthrough is up on my channel. Feel free to watch that if you like, but this will be my first experience ever playing the game. I know very little about it. All I really know is that I'll be within Kirkwall, and there's a certain family that I need to play as, and I've heard that it'll be less expansive than Origins in terms of the amount that you'll be venturing out of the city. So I have my expectations set on that. I do have some mods, not a lot of mods, but the mods that I do have improve like the graphics, some of the faces, and things like that. I'll link those in the description just so you can see what kind of mods that I have downloaded. But with that, let's get right into the game and let's enjoy continuing the story. For those of you that are new to my channel, I just want you to know that my channel is focused mostly on the lore and story, and so I enjoy reading codex entries. I love to read more about the history and the depth of the world. That's my favorite thing about these games. That's what I did in my first playthrough of Origins, and I'm going to continue that playing style here. So yeah, let's get right into it. New game. The champion's rise to power is shrouded in mystery. I didn't get to read that. Okay, so this is what I expected. I know that I can select different... they all do look like they're from the same family. So I can see down here we've got a male mage, female mage, a male warrior, a female warrior, and a rogue. I think I want to go with... let's see, mages command arcane spells and hurl bolts of magic from their staves. Despite their immense power, mages are vulnerable when their allies fall or when enemy troops attack them directly. I think I want to play a warrior. Warriors are masters of melee combat. Some heft an enormous two-handed weapon that strikes several foes at once. Others pair a one-handed weapon with a shield that doubles as a bludgeon. That's the kind of playstyle they like, is like sword and board, like a one-handed weapon and a shield. That's kind of the way I like to play. I've heard that these are actually voice acted, which means I don't have to talk. It's going to be very interesting getting used to that. But yeah, this feels like what I want to do. So confirm. EA presents Dwarf. I've never seen this dwarf before. He's
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentagust, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here!
Jesus.
Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
Oh, God. Thought she stabbed him in the leg.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Wow.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, wow, that's too many. I don't even know how to fight yet. Okay, so first things first. Just really quick, I'm going to make sure that I can actually play with a controller, because I have a controller connected. And I want to be able to use... Okay, so I'll have to figure out how to get a controller connected later on, I guess. So I'll just use my keyboard then for now. Okay, how do I fight? It says right-click an enemy to attack. Oops. Okay, Hurlock. I remember those. It says Mighty Blow inflicts devastating damage against the target and other nearby allies. Left-click Mighty Blow in the quick bar to use it. This here. Mighty Blow. The warrior leaps into the air, crashing down on foes. Okay. Oh, whoa. That's cool. Oh, I love the combat way more already. Like, I'm really enjoying the combat. Oh, thank God. Wow, that was cool. I'm loving the combat. All right.
We'll make it through this together.
Here they come. Shall I deal with them?
Okay, so there seems to be like crosses, like aggressive and mental. I don't know.
All yours, sister.
Yeah, let her do it if she wants to. Wow, Bethany, okay. Bethany. Okay, now I have a ton of skills. A lot more than before. Oh my God, did I just do that? I'm still getting used to this, so apologize if it's a little funky. It also feels like my frame rate is a little low. Wow, the strength. This is fun. Oh my gosh, the combat is so much better than Dragon Age Origins. Oh no. It's an ogre. I think it's an ogre, right? Yeah. I still remember a lot of lore from Dragon Age Origins, so I know what a lot of these things are already, and I know a lot about their lore because I did the full first game playthrough. And let's try 6. What is 6? Well, I'm telling you guys right now, I am so happy that this is the kind of combat that I'm going to get to use the whole game now. Oh, Dragon Age Origins is tough for me. Friggin' crap, dude. I don't know about you guys, but it feels like the frame rate is low. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Bullshit.
Wow.
That's not what really happened.
Oh, that's
Does
his
that
story.
not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me. You knew him even before he became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where he is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to him, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
The story of the champion? I guess that would be me, right? Oh! I thought character creation was over. Now I get to further customize? Okay. Oh, wow, that's different. Wow, this is... okay. I guess, I'll probably just skip over some of this. I kind of like the way he looks pretty much already. I can't change the skin. Oh, I see. I see. If you use the default appearance, then you can't do that. Okay, I see. You know what, though? I kind of think the basic dude is fine. It's just his hair. His hair is, like, so emo. Oh well. Oh, okay, the events of Dragon Age Origins. So this is a young man from a noble family rose to become a Grey Warden, then ended the Fifth Blight by killing the Archdemon himself and surviving. He always strove for the greater good and placed his friend Alistair on the throne. Actually, that is very similar to what happened to me, except I didn't survive. It says, by killing the Archdemon himself and surviving. That's the problem, is other than that one thing, it's the same playthrough I had, basically. I did not survive when I killed the Archdemon. There's a pre-built history. Who died to kill the 5th Archdemon. Even though she had reason to be cynical, her actions were always benefited others. Oh, wow. I don't know if this works, but I could try, right? Oh! I can select character, Theron. Oh, there it is, post-campaign. I have to click the last one, not the top one. Okay, confirm. Okay, perfect. Well, there we go. I was able to import all the decisions from my previous game. Really cool. So if I were to go to plot summary, King Kaelin's corpse was burned, all of these things. Alright, awesome. So I've actually got the import from my original game. I thought it would be much harder than that. Now the appearance of me myself, I'm actually fine with this. I'm happy to play this. To everybody out there that has seen this guy 100 million times, I apologize for you seeing it 100,000,001 times. But yeah, I'm fine with him. Let's start the game. Oh, okay, normal difficulty, hard. As you guys know, I'm sort of a casual when it comes to combat, so I'm going to play casual difficulty. Mostly the lore and story is what I'm all about anyway.
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Kaelin died on the field with his men.
Right, I remember that.
Betrayed by his most trusted general.
Yeah.
Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champion's family barely escaped in time. 'The champ
think that's all of them.
For the moment, Maker save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at us? We've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Alright, we need to get out of here. Oh, Jesus, what is that on the ground? Okay, so we can loot things, apparently. Take all. If I go to inventory. Okay, equip new weapons and armor and accessories for each of your party members. Move items to the junk category to sell them quickly. I think that's what it said. Okay, so like you guys know, or as I'd said before, I do like having a sword and shield. It's kind of very hard for me to determine. This is a tournament shield. This has 5 stars. I'm assuming 5 stars means better. And then not a great sword, but just a regular sword is good with me. Ferelden longsword. Yeah, let's just go with that. Okay, that seems good to me, I suppose.
Be careful!
Oh god, Hurlocks. Oh, I don't have all those cool moves anymore. That was just, I guess, the way he told the story. I had those. One of your characters has gained level. Press escape to select the level. Level up. I've leveled up. When a character levels up, you receive points to spend on both attributes and abilities. There's auto level up. Since I am a warrior, I suppose strength is what I should probably go with. Maybe constitution, confirm. Okay, so there's now a skill tree that looks very... Oh, but you know what? Weapon and shield. That's what I like. So I guess I would go in here, and shield bash would be the thing that I do. And then back, and then... Abilities highlighted in blue. Okay, it's gone. Okay, now, is there an issue with... First of all, let's save. Is there an issue with the FPS? Maybe this stuff is causing... Okay, now it's much smoother. Okay, there it goes. Alright, let's keep going. Can I get through that? Of things not lost. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Premium content. There's tons of premium content. The main plot. Find a way past the Darkspawn horde. I've got 100 other things here. Holy crap. Oh, but it's all of them say escape Ferelden and find a new home. I think that basically just means you can't even look at this stuff until... Oh my god, it never ends. Okay, so let's make that the active quest. And codex updated. There's a journal. Art of War, combat inventory, level up. Okay, this is the stuff that I really enjoy right here. I noticed that the game is less polished in terms of the menus. Like, I remember this codex entry. Here it's just blocks of text. But I remember in Dragon Age Origins, they had this beautiful book with like, what is that? The paper that it was on and like the blood stains, and it looked really good. This is just a block of text. But I've heard that this game took a lot longer to, or I mean, sorry, it took a lot shorter to build than the previous game. But anyway, taller than their Genlock cousins, the Hurlocks are roughly of human size. They are possessed of considerable strength and constitution. The shock troop of the Darkspawn, a single berserking Hurlock, can often be a match for numerous opponents at once. They are known to adorn themselves with roughly carved tattoos to keep track of their kills and deeds, though it is unknown whether or not there is a uniform standard to these markings. And then the Warhound, we know about the Mabaris. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be a master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war-dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. Wow. Love the warhounds. Hurlocks I'm familiar with. I haven't seen a Genlock yet, actually. But can I just run through this fire? Okay, I cannot run through the fire. Maybe this... Actually, I'm just now seeing I was running the wrong direction because there's a quest marker showing that's the way I should go. Dead refugee? For now, we'll take everything because I don't know what's valuable and what's not. But at some point...
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn. Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother.
I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate.
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Now we fight!
Alright, here we go. Up. Yo, this family is very tough. Oh, no.
You will not have him!
Wow. Amazing.
They will not have you.
There's
Not
so
while
many.
I breathe.
Okay. Kinda hard to fight. Okay. Wow, the force with which I... Amazing. Oh, guys.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
That woman is an apostate. The Order dictates.
What the heck?
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
How bad is that wound?
I think my sword arm's a loss, even with healing.
Then you will have mine, as always. For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Okay, so Codex updated, a bunch of stuff, level ups, a lot going on here. Now, as far as lore goes, this is my favorite, some of my favorite parts of the game. A mage who does not receive the teachings of the Circle and who does not have the words of Andraste in her heart is an apostate and a danger to us all. I remember reading this back in Origins. Without the guidance of the Holy Chantry, a mage may foolishly dabble in the darker arts, blood magic, or demon summoning, thus becoming Maleficarum. And a mage's mind will ever be a doorway to spirits of the Fade. Without proper instruction, this doorway remains open and unsecured. If a demon should come through this doorway and possess a mage, an abomination is created. Abominations know only madness. They cannot be reasoned with and will slaughter man, woman, and child without thought. Whole cities have fallen to these creatures. Thousands have died at their hands. The Chantry and her Templars have a duty to ensure that this does not happen. If I knew a better way to deal with magic, I would seize upon it immediately. You say we should let the mages guard themselves. I tell you that this is no solution. Look at the Deventer Imperium. Their magisters do not know restraint. Without Chantry oversight, the magisters abuse their power. Those without magic are trampled underfoot and forced to serve. Slaves are slaughtered by the hundreds to feed the magisters' hunger for power. Even some mages are not spared, for in mages, as in all humans, there exists a spectrum. On one end, the very powerful, on the other, those that can barely light a candle. The Empire cares only for the strongest, and those who do not compare favorably are thrown to the wolves. Imagine your children growing up in such a world. If a mage asked it of you, you would have to give him your daughter, not knowing what his plans for her might be. You could not resist him, and neither could she. Without our Templars and without the Circle, the common man would have no defense against magic. We must deny the mages certain freedoms for the common good. I wish there was another way. I tell the apprentices this is a test of their faith, and that it is the will of the Maker. Many understand that we do what we do for their own good. Excerpt from a letter from Grand Cleric Francesca of Starkhaven to Lord Guthrie Abholtz. Okay, so very interesting. Mages are, some are weak and some are strong, and the Circle only really cares for the most powerful of them. That's very interesting. Without our Templars and without the Circle, the common man would have no defense against magic. So that's, it's basically saying, hey, we're here to protect you in a sense. Okay, very interesting. And then Darkspawn. This is going to be a very interesting read. Those who had sought to claim heaven by violence destroyed it. What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men, but monsters. Thrinodes 12:1. Sin was the midwife that ushered the Darkspawn into this world. The magisters fell from the Golden City, and their fate encompassed all of our worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the Darkspawn came from. A dark mockery of men, in the darkest places they thrive, growing in numbers as a plague of locusts will. In raids, they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive into the deep roads, but most evidence suggests that these are eaten. Like spiders, it seems Darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are still spawned by the darkness. Certainly, we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. Well, I just want to say, because we have played Dragon Age Origins, or at least I have, I know that the reason that they're kept alive is actually much worse than what is kind of indicated here. What really happens to them is the Darkspawn will drag them down deep into the underground, and at least the females, they will turn the females into brood mothers. And a brood mother is an absolutely abhorrent sight that you never want to lay eyes on. If you ever see one, you will not unsee them for the rest of your days. So bad stuff happens. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once again at the heart of Deventer, spreading south into Orlais and east into the Free Marches. The plagues spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the land stopped well beyond our borders. Here, Darkspawn have never been more than the stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly to Venter and the Underfells, they say Darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying on outlying farmers and isolated villages, a constant threat. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Very good stuff there. Very good stuff. Love to read it, love to see it. And we have some level ups here. And I am actually just going to auto level up because, again, I'm playing on easy, so it shouldn't matter that much, I don't think. If you guys think I should manually level everything up, let me know. Okay, so clearly I'm not very good at this yet. I will get the hang of this, guys, I promise. But using the 1, 2, 3, 4 is really difficult for me on keyboard. I like to use a controller if I can. Okay, so I'm gonna set up this controller that I have, because I've seen people play with a controller, so I'll figure out how that works. I like that it pauses when I'm in the inventory screen. I really enjoy this combat a lot more. It's just way more engaging than in Origins. A ring? I might be able to equip that ring. Let's keep going. Got to keep going. Maybe we can get to Kirkwall and our little family will be safe. I would really hope that we will be safe. What is that? A emissary apprentice? He looks pretty dangerous. Alright, I got him. Perfect. I'm glad that even though I'm a filthy casual, I'm still able to do most of this. I love that I kill multiple enemies at once with some skills that I use. Sometimes I kill multiple at once. That's a chest. Now, it looks like I can't really...
We must press towards the wilds.
I can't do that.
You know what I'm noticing? Oh, wait. Everybody's, Come on. So, I think some of us can pick locks, if I remember correctly, and some of us can't. So he's got the lock symbol, and she does too. Okay, so I just want to get to know the names of my characters. So this is me, this is Bethany, that's Carver, my name is Hawke, and Aveline. I just want to get used to, that's Mother, I don't even know her name, and Dog. I just want to sort of, who are these people? Mother.
I'm not sure we can survive much more of this.
Yeah, it's very difficult for her to be out here traveling like this, I would think.
Be ready for anything. I'm sure there's more trouble to come.
Okay, Bethany. I'm assuming these are my brothers and sisters. Maybe they're my cousins. I'm actually not sure yet. I'm not sure how I'm related. I just know they're my family. Oh, okay. They just leave piles of gold around. Oh, God.
You soulless bastards!
That would definitely kill you. And if not kill you, severely injure you. That would, like, crack all your ribs. Oh, boy. I'm gonna watch out. He's gonna... Yeah, I knew it! That's what he did in Origins, too. Nice! That was good. Wow, did you see that? The way I just like that right there, that's cool.
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, Mistress. Your son is gone.
No, these things will not take Carver.
Carver gave himself to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my son. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
Mother, we can't stay here. Carver wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, Mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Carver.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
On your guard!
Jeez. They're so powerful.
There's no end to them.
Wow. That dragon is awesome. Apparently it doesn't even care about the Darkspawn. Whoa. Who's that?
Well, well. What have we here?
Is that Flemeth? If that's Flemeth.
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
I don't know what you are, but I won't let you harm us.
Let me. If I wished you harm, I dare say you could not stop me. If you wish to flee the Darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
Wait. You can't just leave us here.
Can I not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
We won't be able to get through the Darkspawn on our own.
They are everywhere, or soon will be. Where is it you plan to run to,
We need to get to Kirkwall. In the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. Your king will not miss you,
I still want to know who this is. That's what I want to know. Like, who the heck is this?
Lothering is gone, and Ferelden may soon follow. We have to go.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
And we should accept your help. We don't even know what you are.
Exactly.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Oh my god, it is Flemeth.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth.
Wow.
Belinar. An old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
What is investigate?
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
You're an apostate?
Yes, just like you.
By the way, Flemeth looks completely different from what she looked like in Origins. So, that's interesting. She certainly wasn't as curvy in Origins. And she also didn't have her hair that way, like almost in the spikes.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
He looks infected.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
We don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline.
Is he
I
tainted?
can feel the corruption inside me.
There must be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all.
Yeah, not
but
all
the
of
last
them.
are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
Oh god. Okay, I'm already at a decision. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry, Aveline. This has to be done.
I feel like it's the right thing, right? I mean, there's no hope. What if there is hope and I've squandered a good opportunity? Crap.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. At least I have that. He said thank you, so I don't feel as bad anymore. Yeah, but he was definitely...
Without an end, there can be no peace.
That's true in a sense.
It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon,
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you.
Why does she keep calling me the
witch
champion?
kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago, it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Seems like a pretty depressing city. The city of chains? That's kind of... I thought it would be a better city. Wow, those statues are incredible. Why so bleak though? Why have the slaves like crying in their hands? It's not very welcoming.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? There can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
They're Fereldans, just like us. Fleeing for their lives.
Right, fleeing the blight.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
So just really quick, I want to say, if we're fleeing the blight, that means that this game is actually taking place before Dragon Age Origins is over. This was just after the battle at Dinnerum. So technically the Blight hasn't yet been defeated in Dragon Age Origins yet. At least that's what I'm getting. I could be wrong, but that's what my understanding is right now. Which is confusing because I thought Dragon Age 2 would take place after Dragon Age Origins. But that seems to not be the case. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments if that's the correct thinking I have going on here.
So long as we're all safe, that's more important.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter. The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Okay, Codex updated. So there's Flemeth. Here's some characters. Let's start with Hawke, which is me. Wait. This is not me, or it is me? I'm confused, guys. Carver grew up surrounded by magic he couldn't truly understand. He cared deeply for his family, but sometimes felt like the stupidest person in the room. Carver foundered? Okay, that's a weird word. Carver foundered in Lothering, caught between the gifts of his apostate sister, Bethany, and the growing skill of his more focused sibling, Garrett. But even as Carver groused about his lot, he remained dedicated to protecting those he loved. He didn't think twice about sacrificing himself to save his mother during the flight from the Darkspawn, and although Carver struggled to find his way in life, there is gratification in knowing his death had purpose. Okay, so Carver is the guy that just died. We couldn't save him, unfortunately. He was already tainted. And I don't know how we were supposed to turn him into a Grey Warden at that point in time. There's like a whole ritual where you need Darkspawn blood. There were plenty of dead Darkspawn around us, so probably could have used that. Garrett Hawke. Is this me? The son of Malcolm Hawke and Leandra Amel, Garrett has lived in many places throughout Ferelden. His father and younger sister Bethany were apostate mages. Thus, the family was constantly on the move, avoiding Templar hunters. Okay, this is an important bit of lore here. This is kind of introducing me to who the hell I am. 10 years ago, the family settled in the village of Lothering, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they wouldn't forever be on the run. Though Leandra worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up to them, Malcolm kept his abilities a secret and taught his sister to do the same. He died 3 years ago, leaving Garrett responsible for the welfare of his mother and younger siblings. When the Blight began, Garrett and Carver quickly enlisted in King Kaelin's regiment. The horde spilled from the Korcari wilds. The horde spilling from the Korcari wilds meant their home would be quickly overrun if the Darkspawn were not defeated immediately. However, the Battle of Ostagar ended with the betrayal and death of King Kaelin by Loghain. Garrett and Carver barely escaped the chaos with their lives and returned to Lothering to get their mother and Bethany out with only a moment's to spare. And Flemeth, we are aware of her from the last game. It's interesting to see that she was using her dragon form to kind of appear in that area. You were required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says that Ban Canobar took to his wife a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of Highever, and for a time they lived happily, until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chassan tribes for help and hid from Canobar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Canobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Canobar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Canobar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Chassan to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korcari witches led an army of Chassan from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say, but even now the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Very good stuff there. Received 2 gold. We've got a quest updated, the Destruction of Lothering. Find Gamlen ML and some other way into Kirkwall. Deliver Flemeth's amulet to the Keeper of Marathari at the Dalish camp in Sundermount. Okay, so we're gonna mark this active. Find Gamlen ML or some other way into Kirkwall. Okay, so there's clearly...
Our ship is already late.
There's clearly no way to get in just standardly like this, right? I'm gonna try.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches.
Wow.
We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it, and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg.
Wow. Really?
But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Captain Ewald. Okay. So speak to Captain Ewald? So I can go in now. Okay. But I'm not technically in the city.
We fled
wow.
to come here.
Jesus Christ. So this is where slaves entered many, many years ago. This is the poor.
Was Wesley based out of the Lothering Chantry? I don't remember ever seeing him there.
He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar. Were you familiar with every Templar in Lothering?
How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
Do you have a ship? Something to get us out of here?
Okay, so here we are walking into Kirkwall. Well, I don't know if we're in the city yet. My God, look at this architecture. Just look at all of these crying, like, Jesus. Like, they want you to know, if you're coming here, you're in for a bad time. Like, look at all of this. Look at this. Choking and gagging and crying and wailing and gnashing. Like, holy moly, dude. This is like a torment chamber.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees. The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here. You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we have family here. Doesn't that mean anything?
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Our uncle is Gamlen Amal. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub 2 coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Oh, wow.
Now we fight!
Now I have to fight these guys? Ah, hard. Is that everybody? I think we got him.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
Okay, so we have an uncle that lives in this city. That's our ticket in, basically.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
3 days,
I'm sure
oh
it
my
won't
God.
be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Wait, I think someone's coming.
Oh, just in time.
Leandra! Damn, girl, the years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen!
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My poor Carver didn't make it, and Drastic guide him.
Oh, Maker, save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No. We stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone.
Wow.
To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Jesus
then there's no hope.
Christ.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us?
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
No, we're not putting Mother through that. We'll find a way.
We don't have any choice, do we? I need to get my family into Kirkwall.
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt. For a year.
Oh my god.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
So you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
Wonderful.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Okay, never deals in slaves or flesh. Okay.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Wow, okay. Okay, so, wow, she's even on the negative side. She's leaning toward rival. This is Aveline, and Bethany, and me, Garrett. Okay. Okay, what an interesting first introduction to the game. So it turns out that we are, you know, trying to... There's my mother. And Gamlen. Okay. So we don't have a lot going for us right now at the moment. But I think that's pretty long, a little over an hour right now. So I'll call that the first episode. Very interesting to see what is going on so far. So we're running for our lives for the Darkspawn. We made it into Kirkwall, but we can't get in. So we've been sold into slavery. Not slavery, but indentured servitude, I guess, if you want to put it nicely. We have to do that for a year, but at least that'll get us out on our way into the city. And next, we're going to be talking to these two different people to sort of help us get a job, I guess. Find either... Okay, so either one of them would be willing to provide a way into Kirkwall, so long as I, you know, give them our word that we'll work for them for a year. So that's very interesting. Great start. I'm looking forward to getting into the city and seeing more of the game, but thank you for joining me on this first episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.